Alrighty, so back at it again. It's 8:49 p.m. July 10, 2020. A little bit earlier than last week, but here we are. So just to follow up from last week, my main thing was to decide what you want. And for me, a lot of things I've been focusing on, I guess for much of my life, on what I don't want. I've been trying to work on, or I thought about working on process of elimination to get closer to what I want, and that kind of made sense in my head, but in reality it's not the way to go. The better thing to do is to figure out what you do want and go after that. And I've definitely heard this idea from many people and many books and things, and I kind of didn't accept that. And I didn't accept it because, like, I knew it intuitively that, yeah, of course, that makes sense, but for some reason within me I was like, no, I think I should focus on what I don't want, and I was trying to, like, move away from things which I thought would take me closer to what I wanted, instead of just cutting the bullshit and going towards what I want. And another aspect was the past and, letting go, and I've touched on this, of what, like, the weight I put into it and the reasons behind it, and, like, the emotional attachment. Like, I'm just consumed. I was just consumed with it, of like, okay, this happened and therefore it means this, and that happened and it means this. Like, I've been going through, here, I had it in this book. Where was it? So one book that really helped me is Psycho-Cybernetics. Just started reading this, a couple days ago, maybe a week ago, and got this recommended from Sam Ovens, and in terms of mindset, and it's actually been really helpful. And I want to read off, what is this chapter here? This is a chapter titled, chapter 5, How to Utilize the Power of Rational Thinking. And basically, this is my chapter summary, or some of the lessons I took away, but based off my own. I have crucified myself for years over the past. It is my one single biggest pain. I can't let go of the past. I feel deep down that I have to drudge up everything, that it must all be processed, and I must properly look through every major incident with a fine-tooth comb. It is ridiculous, but also insane what I'm doing to myself. What I do has its place, but it should not be done to the level I'm doing it. I'm changing slowly and letting things go. It's a complete paradigm shift for me. And I would agree. It's just what you think becomes your behavior, and it starts looping, and the brain is just a machine that just programs you. So I've thought that way for so long that for me to change almost just feels like I literally have to become someone new. Like, I can't be that type of person in that mentality and want to get the things I want. Like, that's not possible. So, like, I literally have to become someone new, and that's another thing that's from Sam Ovens, like, who are you becoming, and also from Joe Dispenza. So a lot of these things are kind of coming together. But I've been on a weird tangent. But really, the whole point is, I'm beginning to apply the things I'm reading, and these new things, seemingly, and I'm optimistic, and I'm open to what's possible, because what I've been doing clearly hasn't worked, and for me to keep doing it is just foolish. So I have to adapt because the evidence says so. And logically, yeah, everyone wants to make the adjustments, but emotionally, like, your body and your heart and all these things will rush up and pull and drag you all sorts of directions. Like, no, you should do this. No, like, remember, like, this will work. Blah blah blah. Like, there's so many things. So I'm trying to make this shift consciously to a new person, and that does mean, number one, focusing on what I want. And yesterday I decided I want to do this, go as a guest to this photo shoot thing, which is happening in Jamaica. And it seems weird, but for me, what I wrote down was, for me to be able to do that would mean I have become someone new. And more specifically, like, I have to be able to afford my ticket for the event for the flight, for the all the other things that are associated with it, and for that money, I have to be able to push through in my business my own fears and anxieties and all those things of I'm not making the cold calls, I'm not doing the lead gen, I'm not doing the, you know, all those things. So like, in order for me to get the money on my own through my business, I have to adapt significantly over there. And in order for me to you know, I'm planning like, okay, I want to go there, so because I want to go there, I don't want to go there in the same shape I'm in, so I want to go to the gym and kind of just be in better shape. Like, I'm not going to get six-pack abs or whatever in how many ever weeks. That's not possible. But I can also actually just be fit. I can also actually just be more awake and vibrant and those type of things. So like, for me to be able to go do this thing, I have to actually become someone new, because who I have been previously and up until now, this person does not have the means or resources or the capability to go on this trip. I can think about it, I can say, oh, I want to go, and blah 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 blah. But in order to actually make it happen, I have to become someone new, and I have to become, well, yeah, that, and just getting the resources together, just getting, you know, being able to put my time or blocking out that time for that trip, and then making sure that when I'm gone, the things that are going on here are still going on, and they can run without me being here, you know. So like, there's multiple levels to this. Like, just a simple trip doesn't become so simple anymore once you break it down. And so, yeah, I'm gonna just leave it at that. It was a little bit rambly, but I'm optimistic of what's possible, and I'm gonna just follow what people have been saying. I've been really stubborn in trying to put my own twist on things and put my own little, oh, I think this thing will be better this way, you know, even though it's very naive and very egotistical, because somebody who's got years of experience has written a way for someone to do something, and then I'm coming in with literally no experience and just my own bro science and saying, oh, no, it should be this way, which is, you know, just fucked up. But here we are. I'm gonna end it at that, and I will keep reporting back on my progress for this trip. I have 72 days to go, and I made a whole list of things of I want to become someone new, and I want to deserve this trip. Like, I want to reward myself for going through the effort and work I'm putting in, and the trip is going to be the cherry on top. Like, if I can get to the point where I can afford it and do all these things, maybe I won't want to go in like 5 weeks from now, 6 weeks from now, like, you know, who knows, I might just not go. But the point is, I want to be able to shift, like really deep down, make a shift, and just move my life in the direction I want it to go.